We're using Hobie cotton. Oh, the pussycat surprise. Did you hear her? Yeah, she says, yay, mummy. Okay, it's a super fine number 1. Which is a fingering, which is also a 4-ply. Yeah, it's the same stuff I've told you about every single other time I've used it. Today we're going to make some what I call fairy lights. I'm going to make them as fairy lights because I want to stick to cotton. I want to stick to a 4-ply. I do have other cottons, but they're in an 8-ply that are in different colors. If you do have available different color cotton than just like the Christmassy sort of range, then by all means use those as well. I'm starting off, I'm going to make a green tip, which will be like the green plastic thing that holds the light on the strand. Once I've made that, I'm going to then make a white bulb using the white cotton. And we're going to fill that, close it, and then that is going to be a fairy light. And we're just going to go, then you can just keep going. Like I say, if you've got multiple colors, pinks, blues, greens, oranges, reds, yellows, whatever, great, use those, and you've got colored fairy lights. These are just going to be white fairy lights because I suppose I could do red and light green, but I don't know. I just felt like, you know, white fairy lights might be different, just something different that's not been done previously or for a while or whatever. So we're just going to start off with 6 single crochet in a magic ring. That's 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to close it and join to the first. And I've just realized I cannot see what I'm doing. So let's bring down the light, and yes, that's better. I can actually see. Okay. I did not see anyone who got the comment, got the what movie the line, the button, who's got the button came from. So I'm going to try again in this one. Anybody who knows where that movie, what line that movie came from, pop it in the comments for me. I'm curious to see if anyone knows. I know the spoony stitcher would know. I know Therese from Critters Crochet would probably know. But you know, if you don't know, that's fine. So we're going to put 2. So that's 2 in each stitch. So we're going to increase in each stitch. We're going to increase 1 single crochet in each single crochet, which will give us a total of 12 single crochet for the round. My eyes, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Join to the first, and then we're just going to go straight into 12. We want to flatten it out, not flatten it out, we want to stop flattening it out. We want to create a bit of a wall to indicate that it's the clasp thing coming down, holding on to the light, if you understand what I'm throwing at you, because I'm, you know, not always very eloquent. Okay, so, oh, hang on, where we go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, Come on. Join to the first. Okay. I'm going to fasten off. The center strand. We'll pull that. Oh dear. Go a bit slower, Sam, and you might be able to do it properly. Okay. Slow and steady wins the race. Okay, we're going to pull that through. And what we'll do with that is we're going to make that our loop for securing it to the strand of lights, or to the strand which will hold the lights. So I'm actually going to just leave it reasonably long, sort of that long. You just want it long enough that it'll hang a little bit, so it'll look a little bit bulb-like, you know, like it's hanging a light. And what will happen is you'll come along with your hook and your green yarn and do a chain into it, and you'll just do it like a single crochet or a slip stitch and just keep going. So we don't want it to be pulled any tighter than that. So how do we secure that? I just go through again. Oops, hang on. And then I go through there. I pull it tight while holding onto that. So that's not going to go anywhere. Put it back through to the wrong side. Thread it through. Oh, would help if I threaded it. Oh dear, come on, thread it. I'm just going to take it back through to the wrong side. Thread it. And we can cut that section off if we like. Now the beauty of these lights, and a lot of people might be thinking, but they don't actually shine. No, they don't. But that makes them ideal, I think, if you've got cats, or especially kittens, who love to climb the Christmas tree, and in particular climb. I'll actually sew in this end while I'm chatting, and actually climb, you know, and chew on the cords of the lights and chew all the decorations and everything. They're going to be less inclined to chew the cotton, and even if they do, at least they're not going to end up electrocuted and, yeah, spoil your Christmas because you've got dead pussycat in your tree. Ick. Nobody wants a dead pussycat in that tree on Christmas. Yeah, I have seen people put all sorts around that Christmas tree, like you know, baby cages, like the baby playpen things around the, you know, put the Christmas tree in that so that the dog or cat can't get to it, but cats can jump over them easy enough and get to them. Okay, so that's just going to be our little bulb thing. Oh, we go back to our white. And I'm sorry, I do have the fan on. It is hot. Well, not so much hot as it is sort of just getting a little humid again. The humidity is what really does it for me. And the stupid little man on my thermometer is smiling. How dare he? It's horrible weather. Stop smiling. He's grinning. He's laughing at me. Okay. So we start off with a single. Then we are going to increase in the next stitch by 2, because you want to bring the bulb back out a bit. Then we want to do a single, then 2, a single. Yeah, so if you hear the fan, I apologize. And my cats have gone to panicking. Because of the heat, my computers, you know, sometimes your computer, I got like 3 fans on my computer. It's got to be at least 15 years old, my desktop. Still going strong. But when my son built it for me, or told me the components I needed to get it built, he did say, "Mum, this will last you a very long time. No matter what you do on it, even if you're gaming on it, it should be good for a good long time." And true to its word, it's been very good for a very long time. You know, because he hand-picked all the components. And 15 years ago, it cost me 2,000 Australian dollars. And that was a lot 15 years ago. But when I think of how many laptops I would have probably bought and tossed in that same length of time, yeah, it's been doing its job. Because it's so old, and like I say, and because it's got 3 fans, every so often the 3rd fan surges because of the heat now that we've hit summer, and it goes, and the cats go, and they run. And I'm like, it's just the computer fan. They are just so skittish, my cats. I don't get it. I really don't get why they're so skittish. But, you know, now this hasn't worked out. I've been talking and it's not worked out, has it? Because I need to do a single. So I've done 2 singles together or 2 doubles together. Let's have a look. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh, okay. Well, there seems to be 1 stitch left, but I'm not going to argue with it. I will go and draw it closed. Okay. And then now we're going to the next stage, which is 2 single crochet in one in each of the next 2 stitches, then a double. And actually the double is going to be in the double because I didn't stagger it. And then 2 singles, and a double in the double, or an increase in the increase, whichever way you want to word it. Dear, I can smell smoke again. It's my crazy mother, I bet. She's probably put her wood burner on. Let me just check. Fire warnings. Okay. Oh, that's too far away for me to be able to smell that. What sort of fire is it though? Small. Okay. And it's safe now anyway, so. No, I can't smell. See why I can. No idea why I'm smelling smoke, but I am. It might just be pollution. I may need to put a mask on. I have to choose some days between breathing properly or, you know, and being scorching, boiling hot like I'm sitting in a sauna, or have the window open and wear a mask. Guess which I choose most of the time. Yeah. So I sit here with my little mask on. But at least I don't get any, I get to stay cool, is what I was trying to say. Okay, next we are going to go into every stitch. Probably go into every stitch for, I'd say 5 rounds, because I want this to be sort of quite a wide, round bulb light, not a long, thin one. I want this to be more like a, yeah, more like a ball. I'm just going to go into every stitch. And join to the first and the second row. So we're just doing a single crochet into every single crochet. Excuse me. Okay, yeah, the air quality is dropped. I'll have to just excuse me for 2 seconds. Okay, I'm back. I hope I don't sound too muffled. Okay, this is round 3. I have had to put a mask on. The AQI had gotten too high. I do love this yarn. This cotton, I've got to say. It isn't cheap. I think it's fair to say it's not cheap. But I think if you're making just small sort of Christmas decorations, or even small amigurumi, it's ideal. I'm very tempted to see if they've got any. I mean, I know they do have different coloured yarn packs, which will have like, you know, a range of colours. I'm just sort of thinking. Though I do also have some from Wool Warehouse, I think it was. It's Happy Chenille. It's a thin chenille, which I've never really worked with. So chenille, I mean, not just thin chenille. I've never worked with any chenille. That was 3, wasn't it? I think I'll do one more. So we'll do 4. We'll only do 4. And then I'll start the decrease. Yeah, I mean, the balls I've got are only very small. I think they're only like, I think they say 50-gram balls, but being chenille and being so much thicker, even though they're thinner than the normal ones, I don't think you get as much yardage or meterage per ball as you do with this sort of stuff, with the other cottons. But I got one of those boxes with, like, I think it's got 20 colours in it. Now, I don't know if anybody follows, let me find her name. Because what is her name? Should be in my notifications because I just, yep, here it is. Jules Crafts. Yep, that's what it's called. Jules Crafts. Jules Crafts. Now she's just completed a rather long paper chain, but it's obviously not made of paper. It's a crocheted paper chain, which looks really good, so I might actually give that a go tomorrow, because it does kind of look fun. Now I better check my count. It should be 18? I don't know. Let's have a look. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. That should be 24 then. 18, 20, 22, yep, 24. Brilliant. Okay, join to the first. Now we're going to start decreasing. So we're going to chain 1. We're going to, was it 3 or 2? Let me have a look down here. 1, 2, 3, 4. It was 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. So we're going to do 3 singles. 1, 2, 3. And then 2 single crochet together through the front loops only. And we're going to do that all the way around. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3. We single crochet using both loops, and then we're just going to do the front loops only. 1 and 2. And pull those through 2 together. And 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. And 2 together. see how many I've got. I should have 18. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, well, 18, 19. Okay. I'm going to just, because we should have 18, I'm going to fudge it. I'm just going to join these two together and then slip to the front, then join to the front stitch. Okay, and in the next one we are going to do 2 single crochets, 1, 2, and then join 2. Two, 2, and decrease, and decrease, and yeah, I'm going to decrease again because it should be a decrease at the end, and then join to the first stitch. Okay, at this point I'm going to want to partially stuff my light. I'll reach over the back here, disturb the cat, get some fluffy stuff. Whoops, don't drop it. I've got one cat who eats the stuff. I've got weird cats, I've got to tell you. Weird. Okay. Stuffing. Okay. Whoops, the fan's blowing it away. Okay, I'll secure it there. Don't blow away, because I'm going to need more of you in a little while. Okay, so I'm just going to push it down. And okay, and the next one is 1 single crochet and join, then 2 together. I don't know if I've ever mentioned this, but my father used to be in the merchant navy when I was a baby, and so he traveled the world. What's it? 2 together, and oops. He used to bring home quite weird and wonderful things. And one of the things he brought home one year was a Christmas tree light setting from either Taiwan or Japan. And what they were 4-sided, they were about this big. Each light was about this big, and it had 4 metal corners on it that was sort of shaped like at the top, like the top of the houses in China, or is it Japan? No, China, where they had the swoop up, supposedly because if bad spirits come or something, they land on your roof and they go back up. Or I think that was the theory or the legend that goes with it. But they were very decorative, and they sort of looped up in each corner. And it had this very thin fabric, almost like a silky fabric, between these 4 metal posts or edges, or whatever you want to call them. And it was metal at the top, holding the top half, and metal at the bottom, with this fabric sort of around, and a light bulb in the center. And it had it looked like a real traditional Chinese lantern or Japanese lantern. I'm not very clear, to be honest. I'm sure it had geisha girls on it, which means Japanese, but the style to me was Chinese, with the metal bits and everything. Anyway, beautiful, beautiful work. Like I said, there, and each light bulb, and it must have been a string of at least 80 or something like that. And each light was like this. It was a little lantern with the 4 metal corners and metal top, metal base. And from the metal base, there was a red tassel that hung, and a red tassel hang from the top of the lantern, the 4 corners, the top of the lantern. And yeah, painted on the 4 sides were geisha girls in the full, not kimonos, whatever they call those. I don't think they call them kimonos, but that, in the full dress with the umbrellas. Oh, it was absolutely stunning. I used to get a lot of stuff as a little girl. I used to get all these dolls from the countries that he visited, in traditional dress, which was quite fun. But those lights, they lasted. Now, my dad left the Navy in 1972 or 3. So we had the lights then, and then we came to Australia with them. And I think we had them for at least the next 20 years at least. Gosh, they were gorgeous. They really, really, really were beautiful lights. And now I think we need to do 2 together. And then there was, we got some marionettes from, I think they were Mexican dress. So it must have been like a souvenir from Mexico. And he used to do the Alaskan tour on his ship. It was the something like that. Or it was it was deemed that it was going to be scrapped. So when all the men heard about that, they all grabbed souvenirs like crazy. And one of the souvenirs my dad got was this wood piece of wood shaped like Alaska, I want to say. And then they all heard that it wasn't going to be scrapped. And they'd already taken all these souvenirs. It was like, whoops, well, we can't put them back. So yeah, he had them for the longest time. He also had a Smith & Wesson revolver. That was, I think that's the end. Yeah. He also had a Smith & Wesson revolver duplicate, sort of like replica. That's what I'm thinking of. That used to fire cat guns, you know, the cat gun things, pellets. And it was in a traditional, why isn't that pulling through? It was in a traditional proper leather, made of real leather, like harness, what do they call them? Oh goodness, what do they call them? Holster. But it wasn't just the holster, it was a holster, and it was like a belt and a strap, and then there was a strap to tie to your leg for the holster and all the rest of it. You know, it was real Western style, sort of from the Western movies style holster. Oh dear, I should have stuffed it a bit. Actually, no, I don't think it needs much more stuffing. No, I don't think it does. I think it's okay. I was going to stuff it a bit more, but no, I don't think I will. I think it's good. It's not like it's going to be hugged and kissed and anything like that. We're just going to close off the ends. Secure the end and then push it through the body of the light. Push it through. Whoops. Another pin came with it. This is magnetized. Okay. Okay, there's that little fairy light. And so what we will do with that is I'll just show you what we would do. When you've got a string of them, when you've got a load of them, you will just do your slip knot. And you will do your chain. And then you will try that again. And there you have one fairy light. Like I say, you could do these in multiple colors. I've only used white because really that's all I've got, so I've made it I'm just sort of pushing that pointy bit in so it's not so pointed, but yeah. And it dangles, and I like that too, so that's your Christmas light. And these are, did I finish that sentence? Probably not. You might say, why do you want, oh yeah, I did. I said, because I said about cats and that. But, you know, another good option for having these is, you know, other than cats chewing it or having kids and all the rest of it and being worried about them with the lights and all the rest of it, is they are washable. All of this stuff, all the decorations are washable. So, you know, you can just take them down, give them a quick wash in, you know, you don't have to even put detergent in there, just have to just to get the dust off, you know, that's all you're trying to do, and pack them away. Whereas with other ornaments that you might have, you know, you have to wipe them down with a damp cloth very gently, otherwise you're going to break them. Yeah, I just kind of like this idea. I think it's nice and safe, especially if you've got young children or pets and all the rest of it. So tomorrow will be a paper chain, which is the idea. I have seen it before, but who brought it to mind recently was Jules Crafts, and I will put her link in the description bar in case anybody wants to go and have a look. I'll just have to make sure that I make a note of that, otherwise I will forget. But yeah, go and have a look and see hers. I'll actually link the video where she's got the finished one draped around her neck. It looks like she's wearing a paper chain full of paper chain of a scarf. But once again, it's something that, you know, the kids could probably help with. It's washable, so if you're hanging it near the ceiling, you know, all month of Christmas or something, when you take it down, you know it's going to be dusty. Well, you can just throw it in the washing machine, and then it's going to be as good as new for next year. That's what I love about all these cotton decorations. Anyway, please like, subscribe, share, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.
Hi, my name is Strawny. Did you leave a comment so we can have a little chat? That would be very nice. Thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe.